What is up, home workout and Bodyweight exercise fans? I just finished my workout and I thought of making my daily vlog. I didn't really think about what I was going to talk today about, so just in the spirit of the moment, I remember that someone asked me what kind of books do I read. So I thought of talking a little bit about some of my favorite books. Now I have a lot of books, I've read a ton of them, although I never read books prior to my accident. My accident was sort of a wake-up call to make a lot of changes in my life. So prior to that, I probably read like 5 books in my life, and I was like 27 years old. No, sorry, 23. But the last 3 years I've been reading like 2 to 3 books a month, and maybe like in total maybe 100 books. Sometimes I read more. I have like a ton of them in here, like in boxes and all over the place. So today I'm just gonna talk about some of my favorites. I'm gonna start with life related books, like not exercise related. So if you have a passion in your life and you really want to get busy with it, but you have stuff holding you back, like things like being afraid that you're not talented, or anything that's might be making you think that maybe you're not good enough, maybe you're not like the ideal person for that, I would definitely recommend that you read Mastery by Robert Greene. Now this has become like my Bible, I would say. To be true, I haven't read the book actually. I just bought it to sort of pay my respects to the writer, but I've listened to the audio version, which is pretty awesome. Probably listened to it more than 6 times. Like every few months I'm gonna listen to it again to get some motivation and refresh stuff. So that's like my #1 book. That's like the book I always give as a gift to most people, friends of mine, for example. Second book I would definitely recommend would be, this is like one of my other favorites, The Obstacle is the Way. So again, losing a leg helped me a lot develop this mindset in life that this problem alchemy mindset, as Robert Greene would probably call it, which is basically that every problem you have in life can be used for something in your advance. It can be used in a way that you can actually get the things you want to get done. So there's another quote that says that life problems is bad things that happen in life is just a way of showing you you have to go towards a different direction, towards a better direction. So this is an awesome book. The writer is called Ryan Holiday. I'm hoping he's going to write something similar like this soon enough. What else? Then I would move to meditation books. I've mentioned this in the past. The Joy of Living is the first book I read about meditation, and it's pretty awesome. It's basically co-written by a Buddhist monk and this psychologist, and also journalist, reporter. A lot of science and a lot of experience in this book. So the best book probably for me to start meditating. Highly recommend it. After that, if you want to continue with your meditation study, I would move on to 10% Happier by Dan Harris. 10% Happier. Really awesome book. Separates a lot of the fluff and the BS that's related with meditation, and talks about the actual things that work and what's about. If you want another book, again dispelling the myths and the facts behind meditation, Waking Up by Sam Harris, which is also one of my favorite authors. What else? Let's move on to exercise books. This is like sort of my exercise Bible book. This is like the thing I read again and again because just so good. Like Dan John, the author, really rocks. Love this guy. It's not about bodyweight exercise, but a lot of this stuff applies to any kind of strength related exercise, so definitely a must to read book. What else? Exercise related. Some of these books I only have in like a digital version. If you want something about nutrition, I would start with what's it called? The Death by Food Pyramid by what's her name? Damn, can't remember her name right now. But if you type Death by Food Pyramid, it's gonna pop up first. Really awesome book. Really separates the bullshit from the actual stuff, so you can like, you know, this book can give you like a clear idea of what is fact and what is myth in nutrition, and after that you can start diving into practical stuff. This is pretty good also nutrition wise. Sports Nutrition Guidebook by Nancy Clarks. A few wrong things in it, like she mentions that your body can digest more than 30 grams of protein, which is wrong, it's something that has been dispelled. Maybe a little bit biased towards breakfast, but if you take those two things out of it, quite a good book. You know, what I like in this book is that it's really practical. You know, a lot of books on nutrition are not practical. What else? Let me think. I mean, a book I read recently, I only have it in a digital version, is The Abel Method. It's written by Scott Abel. Really awesome book. I think you can only find it on his website. And this book helped me a lot put into words the things I was feeling and understanding the last year with training, but you know, I couldn't sort of like express them or put them into words or put them into facts. Maybe because at some point I got too much into the scientific stuff of exercise, which isn't good, isn't bad. You know, science is like a moral, not a moral, is sort of like a campus you should have that will direct you, you know, towards the right direction, but you also need like a solid layer of experience to back it up. What else? Let me see what else. Like these are probably the best books you could get started, in my opinion. I think I had some notes over here. Did I want to mention anything else? Oh, Bruce Lee is like... This is one of the books that opened up my mind. Now, Bruce Lee was one of the guys that revolutionized martial arts, strength training. He was really ahead of his time, and you know, he was like his own body was his laboratory. You know, like he really experimented on a lot of stuff. And what I like about him is that he always, you know, simplified shit in the end. You know, because with knowledge, you're gonna see that it's really awesome in the beginning when you get enthusiastic about stuff. So you start assimilating and, you know, like eating a lot of information. But at some point, all this information starts to cause like indigestion. You know, you sort of end up confused. Like a lot of people especially with, I see this with diet, you know, also with exercise, they don't know, you know, what's right anymore. Is it paleo? Is it vegan? Is it vegetarian? Is it fasting? Is it this? Is it that? What can I eat? What can't I eat? Some people think you can only get ripped by eating clean, which is completely wrong. So, you know, after you've digested a lot of information out there, you start filtering it out with science, which is what I did. You know, you start to learn to read scientific research, which is also like something quite complex, you know, because a lot of studies, like not all science is good out there, you know, a lot of studies are biased. For example, a lot of studies are done on university students who, you know, like they haven't really trained a lot, maybe they're newbies. So when you are trying to see the effects of a workout, for example, on somebody who is a newbie, you won't get like reasonable results, because, you know, people who are new to an exercise program will always benefit from it, you know, in the beginning. So, you know, learning is awesome, but you need to filter it at some point with science, and after that point you need to start to simplifying things in a more like Bruce Lee manner and start like really experiencing them. Like another thing I see with coaches is that they keep on reading and reading and reading books, and you know, they're not like implementing what they're studying. Like they're not experimenting on their bodies, which is like for me a huge mistake. And like I wouldn't trust someone, you know, who only read stuff, just like I wouldn't trust someone who only experienced stuff, you know, who didn't read. So you know, you need to balance both, especially if you want to be like a great good trainer, a good coach, for example, which is what I'm aiming for, which is my goal in life, to be like the most awesome coach out there regarding bodyweight training. This is probably a huge video. I don't know, do you like these videos that are like a little bit longer than the typical 4 minutes I usually do? Or do you prefer them short? Let me know in the comment section below. That was all. And until next time, keep on training. Look at that.